with Beard!
Hey, podcast kittens, it's Cathy Cat
and Ladybeard coming at you with another tooth-pulling installment of Cat with Beard. We are back again with Katsuhiro Harada, the man in charge of the Tekken game series.
Hello guys.
And we're both just as nervous as we were when we
the first time.
the first time talking, let's be honest about it.
But you are a very pleasant man to talk to, so I do appreciate your time today. Thank you, Harada-san.
Thank you.
Let's dive straight back in. Tekken!
Just in case you didn't watch or listen, had the chance to listen to the
Tekken.
first episode.
Tekken.
Exactly, he's worked
Tekken.
on Tekken.
This man made Tekken, ladies and gentlemen!
And for those of you who don't speak Japanese, don't worry. It's going to be bilingual. I'm going to be translating for you guys at the same time as we go on the fly. Even though I'm super nervous, I'm going to make this happen. So just if you hear a lot of Japanese, just hold on through that. And then the English is going to follow toot sweet afterwards. And also, it will help you maybe improve your Japanese. So listen up. Sharpen those ears. Let's go.
Here we go. All right, fantastic. So to work in games, be a game director, game producer, in your opinion, what kind of skills or attributes are required for someone who might want to work in the field?
What does it take?
スキル、これはスキルと言っていいのかどうかわからないんですけど、一つとても重要なのは、
I'm not sure if that's a skill, but there's one thing that's very important.
皆さん自分の中で信じているものありますよね。
We all inside of us has something that we believe in.
こう絶対こうだと思ってることでも、もしチームの話や人の話を聞いたときに、あ、そっちの方がいいかもなと思ったときに、信じているものをすぐに切り替えれる能力、これはとても重要だと思います。
Oh, so if there's something that you think is like that's the way and that is right, but your team says something else, it is really important for you to be able to switch off that one thing that you believe in and actually listen to your teammates.
You're a good boss. That's the ideal thing to hear from a boss,
Yeah,
right?
that's unexpected. Usually there's a lot of like, if you believe in that, you have to do that and don't listen to anyone else. But I'm surprised it says actually listen to other people.
そういう信じた道を行くディレクターやプロデューサーも非常にこの業界はもちろん多いですし、それで成功することもあると思います。
There are a lot of people like that in the industry, and they actually are also successful.
ただ忘れてはいけないので、我々の業界っていうのはテクノロジーの進化っていうのがとても早い業界です。
What you're not allowed to forget is that in the gaming industry, technology proceeds at a very, very fast pace.
みんな思い出してください。インターネットがある前とある後と、あとスマートフォンがある前と後、全然生活違いますよね。
After the internet, or before and after having smartphones, and how much our lives and how rapidly our lives have changed.
だからそれぐらい大きなドラスティックな変化がある業界なので、そこですぐに頭を切り替えれるってことはとても重要ですね。
So this is an industry that will very fast, very drastically change, and your brain, your mind needs to be able to do that too. That makes sense now.
そう、あとやっぱり間違いを認めれない人が意外と多いので、間違った時にすぐに切り替えて新しいことを取り入れることができるかどうかっていうのは一つのスキルだと私は思います。
There's a lot of people who, if they did something wrong, they can't kind of own up to it. So it's also really important that if you actually done a mistake, to own up to that and actually change the way you've been thinking.
だからすごくこれ例えとして適切かどうか分からないですけど、僕は例えばじゃあ昨日まではキリスト教だったんですけど、今日からいきなり仏教にも変われるし、次の日はまた違う新しい宗教にも変われるぐらいの気持ちで日々やってますね。
Okay, so in a personal sense, you said if he was a Christian until yesterday, he would be able to switch to Buddhism today and then to a different religion tomorrow. That's how easily he can change his very ways of thinking and beliefs.
Wow. Do you have circumstances when you're halfway through development, a new technology emerges and you need to go back and start everything again to allow for the new technology?
だいたいそれをやってるといつまでもできないので。
If you do that, then there's no end to it. You
I
constantly
see.
have to
I
do that,
see.
right? Because it changes so rapidly.
ただ時々クリティカルにどうしてももう もう巻き戻してでもやり直さなきゃいけないことっていうのはやっぱりこの業界は発生しますね。
But in this kind of industry, it happens sometimes in a critical situation that you really have to go back and redo a lot of things.
逆に90年代はそれは起きなかったんです。
In the 90s, that didn't happen
作
actually
るのも早かったので
because they were very fast making games.
半年や1年でゲームってできてたんです
In
よ。
half a year or 1 year, you could make an entire
で
game.
今は3年とか5年とかかける
But
んです。
now games take 3 to 5 years to
で
make.
そうすると5年経つともう技術が古いので途中で新しくこうアップデートしてしながら作るってことはおっしゃる通り起きてます。
So, but since 5 years is a very long time, technology will have changed, and that's why it's more likely to sometimes say, okay, this is actually kind of old now. We have to redo this and make it newer.
Why do games take so much longer now? I would have thought it would be opposite. I would have thought they'd be faster now.
いくつか要因はあります。
There are many different reasons for that.
例えばものすごくみんなに分かりやすいところで言うとテレビの解像度分かります？レゾリューションテレビの、
So for example, the resolution on TV, like HD,
昔は640ドット ×480 ドットだ、
it was like 640 times
今
something.
4K とかって
No, we have 4K, right?
そうするとものすごく細かいですよね、書かなきゃいけないものが。それだけでも何倍にもなってますよね。もう
Now you have to be more detailed of what you're actually drawing because you can also see it on bigger screens now.
でもうみんなこう昔のゲームと今のゲーム比べてほしいんですけど、テクノロジーがすごくなった以外にみんなのニーズですよね。もう昔遊んだゲームの2倍3倍いいゲームじゃないと遊びたくなくないですか？
And another reason is also think of your expectations because the game that you used to play years before, now it has to be a lot better,
better.
To satisfy the same needs.
I see.
だからそこですよ。だからグランドセフトオートっていう有名なゲームがあるじゃないですか。
Yeah, for example, Grand Theft Auto.
あれニューヨーク全体で遊べるじゃないです
You
か。
can play in the whole of
あれ
New York.
次の作品いきなりちっちゃい村で遊ぶだけになったら
What if the next episode was like in a tiny little village?
Yeah.
みんな怒りますよね。ハワイ
Everyone
だけ
would
にな
get
ったら。
angry.
だからそれとそういうことです。つまり
I see.
どんどん人のニーズが広がってるってことですね。
So everyone's needs and expectations get bigger as well as we go along.
So, speaking of things that are new, Tekken number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8!
Yes.
Tekken 8! We have made it! Congratulations!
Thank you.
This is fantastic. What can fans expect from Tekken 8 that's new compared with Tekken 7?
テッケン7実は2015年にアーケードで出たのでもう8年経ってるんですね。
Oh, so in
okay.
2015 it came into the arcades, which means it's already 8 years old,
8 years
Tekken
old.
7.
Oh, that's
That's a long
almost a
time.
teenager. Wow.
だからその間にこう完全にコンソールの世代が変わってしまったので
So the consoles have changed a lot in those 8
Dramatically, of
times, 8
course.
years too.
だから実は鉄拳8は次はもうその、プレイステーション5や XBOX の新しいやつや PC
PlayStation
の
5, new Xbox,
非常に高性能な PC
PCs
の
have become better.
もう次世代機向けだけに作る、作品になりますね。次世代機向きつまりネクストジェネレー
Yeah,
ション
you have to focus it on the
プ
next
ラットフォームで
generation
すね。
now
ネク
of
ストジェネレーショ
platform
ンプラット
gaming.
フォー
Yeah.
ムオンリーで、発売しますね。
Wow.
So it's going to be on platform only?
しかも今までは鉄拳って必ずアーケード版いわゆるゲームセンターバージョンを出した後に何年か経ってからじゃないとコンソールいわゆる家庭用ゲーム機に出さなかったんですけど今回初めて全世界一斉発売ですよ、ね。
Oh, wow.
So before it used to be that Tekken first hits the game centers and the arcades and then goes to actually the platforms or the consoles at home. But this time with 8, it was all of the world at the same time.
That's remarkable. Okay, wow, okay. So the fans can have it in their lounge room as soon as it gets to the arcade. Fantastic. This is incredible.
もともと実は鉄拳はもともとというか今もそうなんですけど95% もしくは今だと 97% 日本以外で売れるんですよ。
Okay, 95, maybe even 98% of Tekken gets actually sold abroad and not in Japan.
でそうするとですねその95% 以上の国のファンの人たちは ゲームセンターで発売されても遊べないので、
Oh, yeah, and those 95 or maybe 98%, even if we bring it to the game centers, they can't play it.
実は10年ぐらい前からすごいみんなの不満と苦情が来てたんです。
So even 10 years ago, people were complaining about that system of just having it first in the arcades and then actually selling it for consoles at home.
だからどうしても日本とかアジアだけを優遇してるんじゃないかって言ってすごい言
So
われた
people were like blaming them for only focusing on Asia and Japan.
でもやっぱり僕らもそこは答えていきたいので、今回からはもうワールドワイド、一斉発売っていうことにしました。
So they wanted to respond to the requests of fans, and that's why this time it got released worldwide at the same time.
That's remarkable. What can we expect in the game? Are there some new characters? What's happening? Tell us some juicy, amazing brilliance about Tekken 8. What have we got?
そうですね、今こう順番にいろんなキャラクターをこう発表していってるんですけど、
So little by little they're releasing now the details about the new characters.
すでにもう、16キャラクターはもう発表してますか
So
ね。
16 characters are already announced.
はい、これが発売する頃にはいくつとは言えないですけど、もういろんな他のタイトルに比べてもこんなにってぐらい増えます。はい、
Okay, but he said he can't say a number, but people will be surprised how many characters will be in the game.
Oh, great. I'm
in
excited.
total.
This is going to be fantastic. We can expect all the old classics back again, yes? All the old characters?
いや新しいキャラクターもどんどん入ってきてるので、古いのも全部出しちゃうと鉄拳70キャラクターぐらいになっちゃうんです。70はちょっと多いでしょ。
There's going to be a lot of new characters, so if you put all the old characters in it, it will be more than 70 characters. Isn't that a bit much?
Well, look, listen, that's a matter of opinion. I'd be very happy with 70 characters. The dinosaur gone? Can we expect the dinosaur gone?
ゴンはなんで海外の人すぐにゴンって言うんですかね。
なあ、ゴンとクマは本当に面白い私にね。
So the two characters, Gon and Kuma, are like very loved by abroad, and he said, I don't understand why foreigners bring up Gon, the dinosaur, so quickly.
Gon's a dinosaur if you haven't played Tekken.
And is Kuma a bear then?
Kuma's a bear.
Okay, so a bear and a dinosaur, they're very popular.
別なファイティングゲームで、まあ、なんかストリートファイター、モータルコンバット、ファイトゲームのいろいろで、なんかこのびっくり恐竜ありません。恐竜ありません。
So in many other fighting games, we just suddenly have a surprising dinosaur.
Yeah, why is a dinosaur there? Who made this decision? How did this come to be that Gon and Kuma are even in the games?
なんでそもそもクマとゴンが
Was it there wood as well? There was the wooden man too, yeah?
木でできてるか。
木人ですね。
木人、そうね。Now that I speak Japanese, that name makes sense to me. Okay.
木人、yeah.
All right.
大体だからチームで冗談で話してたことを本当にやってみようってやったらああいうキャラが出てくる。
So the team would like talk about it first as a joke, but then they just realize and turn it into reality.
ただ一つ面白い話がありますよ。
Oh, there's a fun story he can share for this.
パンダを
Yes.
ちょっと出したくなったんですね。
個人的に。
はいはい。
He wanted to put a panda into the game.
で、鉄拳3だから1996年に
1996 for Tekken 3.
作って1997年に初めてパンダを出したんです。
Awesome. I remember.
97年に1年間かけてパンダを作って。
1997 he worked for an entire year on the panda and released the
鉄拳
panda.
3にパンダを初めて出したんです。
So that's why there was a panda in Tekken 3.
で、そしたら発売してもう2日目に
And he released the game, and after 2 days after the game was released,
中国の大使館から電話がかかってきて、
oh no, they got a phone call from China.
Chinese
From the
immigration.
これがいわゆるパート1で話したいわゆる文化の盗用みたいなことで怒られるのかなと思ったんです。僕
So he first thought, oh, maybe they will flag us for cultural appropriation of the gaming characters.
で勝手に中国のパンダを使うんじゃないって言われるのかなと思って電話に出たら
He answered it, and he was worried whether they could say, hey, you're not allowed to use a panda, which belongs to China, in the game.
あなたが鉄拳の責任者ですかって言われたんです
So
よ。
he asked, are you the one who's in charge of Tekken?
で僕はもちろんはいって言いま
And
す
he
ね。
said, yes.
そしたら向こうが
And he said,
パンダの尻尾は黒くないんですって怒ってきた。
the tail of a panda is not black. And they got angry at that.
でパンダの尻 尾を黒くしてたんですね、僕間違って。
なるほど。
So he, by mistake, made the tail of the panda black.
でも皆さんパンダの尻尾って黒いイメージありませんか？
Did you ever think that the tail of a panda is black?
I haven't looked that closely at the tail of a panda, if I'm frank.
なんか白くてふわふわ。
ああそうなんだ。だから僕らそれ
I
で
thought it might be.
鉄拳3ってその家庭用で言うと860万枚ぐらい売れたんですよ。860万枚ですよだから。
8,006,000 and more copies
Yes,
were
yes,
sold
yes.
of Tekken.
だからそれ間違ったパンダを世界中にばらまいてしまったので、
Oh, you have spread the wrong image of pandas across the
そ
world.
れで中国大使館の人が絶対に次の作品から直してくださいって。
And so the Chinese immigration told them, next time you definitely have to fix that.
All right,
next
well,
game.
that story ended better than it could have ended. Okay, great.
Oh,
Wow, really?
I
So-
Well,
wasn't
it's an
quite sure. I
important
thought
animal.
it's maybe some of them have white tails, some of them have black
See,
tails.
I would have thought that too. I didn't realize it was
Well,
very specific.
We have now learned that we were wrong.
Yeah.
でもものすごい低い確率で黒い尻尾のパンダが生まれることもあるそうです。
あ、そうなん
はい、
ですか。
一応いることはいるらしい。
Oh, there's a really, really rare chance that sometimes pandas have a black
Very
tail
rare.
too.
Well, there you go. See, your panda's just it's a
See, yeah,
perfect
it's just
panda.
very, very rare.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like
the chosen one.
How often is it that a panda actually joins a fighting tournament?
It's the chosen. Again,
I
fights a
mean,
dinosaur and a
Yeah,
man
fight-
made of
fight-
wood.
I
of
mean,
course, that's right.
exactly. That's a good
Panda-
story there.
That's a great story. The panda's an extremely important and special animal in Chinese culture. So fair enough.
I am very curious because Tekken 8 was released after Tekken 7 had such a long run as well, and everyone's so excited. How do you deal with the expectations from fans with such a series that's literally in the Guinness Book of World Records? Like, how? I think that might be the toughest thing.
There must be
right?
anticipation and pressure like crazy.
What did you focus on this time for 8?
今回はとにかく、プレイしてる人だけじゃなくて見てる人もエキサイティングできる内容っていう考え方で作ってますね。
So this time it's not just to excite the players, but also the people watching, which is clever because now we're in an environment of streaming,
yes.
social media,
Of course.
having other people watch, or even just your friends on
Gaming
the couch,
channels.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Of
that's
course.
やっぱ
clever.
見ててこれ気持ちよさそうだな、ちょっと僕も触ってみたいなって思えるかどうかはとても重要だと思いますね。
Oh, it's really important that people who are watching it will also go like, wow, that looks fun. I kind of want to give it
I
a
would
go.
like to try as well. I see.
あとは人と対戦することだけに興味があるゲームに見えますけど、実は一人でも、人と対戦しなくても面白いゲームにするってことをとても今回は今までも重要視してきたんですけども、今までで一番そこを重要視してます。
Also, another point that is really important to them is that it's not just about fighting someone else, that you need to have someone else there to battle with, but actually that you can enjoy it just by yourself and do things by yourself as well.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite character in the series?
Are you allowed to answer that?
まあやっぱり三島平八は一番お気に入りですかね。
So the character Mishima Heihachi, why?
彼は非常に僕から見ると人間らしい人間だなと思ってるんですよ。
Oh, he's a very human.
That's
You're very
interesting.
real human.
とてもまっすぐなとこもあるんですけど、
He has very, very straight ways of thinking.
逆に善人ではなくてやっぱりすごく邪悪なとこもあるじゃないですか。
Oh, like lots of darkness as well.
ダークネスとてもエビルな部分があるんですね。だからそこは人間って二面性があると思ってるので、僕の価値観が一番反映されてるのが三島平八です。
Oh wow,
So
really?
it's like he's very realistic as a human, and a lot of the ways he is actually thinking as such are actually in that character as such.
How interesting, really. So you put a lot of yourself into Heihachi.
でも僕はそんな邪悪じゃないですよ。
I have not so much darkness in me.
Get a double mohawk. It'll be good. It'll be excellent. It'll be excellent. You're already mucky. No problem. Same with Heihachi. Fantastic. This is remarkable. My lord. But now you say with Tekken 8 you've tried to bring the game to a place when it's fun to watch as well as participate in. As we develop the technologies of the future, the VR, the metaverse, the AR, all this kind of thing, how do you see the series adapting for new technologies?
ああ、そうじゃちょっとまだ言えないことも多いんですけど、
There are many things you can't answer at this point in time.
ただこうプレイヤーがこう求めているものが何かってことは私たち常にワッチしてますので、
That you're trying to watch all the time. What does the player actually want?
多分こういうものがこう鉄拳8はこういうことをしてくるんじゃないかなと思うことは多分入ってると思います。
Oh, so things that maybe the player will want to have is already in the game as well.
Oh, really?
だからやっぱりこうコミュニティですよね。そのプレイヤーって一人じゃなくて友達とかと知ってる友達もそうだし知らない友達とも会いたいじゃないですか。そういう機能をちょっとうまく入れれないかなと思って今作ってます。
Okay, so we're working on something that brings in the community, not just your friends that you already know, but maybe other people who actually like the game as well. So they're currently thinking and working at something to bring in the community.
My goodness.
ストーリーモードは結構今回力入れてるので本当に格闘ゲーム苦手でも、一人で遊んでもかなり映像的にもゲーム的にも楽しめるものになりそうなので、そこは皆さん期待しててほしいですね。
Oh, so they're putting a lot of effort this time into the story mode.
Excellent.
So you can battle, of course, but also focus on the story aspect, and it's actually really fun. You should definitely
ス
check it
ト
out.
ーリーモードは鉄拳はギネス記録持ってますからね。
Yeah, and I mean, hey, Tekken has the Guinness World of Records record in their story mode as well. So with their story mode.
Can I ask? I'm going to ask a super otaku question about the characters in the game.
スーパーオタク。
So this is the most this is the most
Otaku
otaku
question.
thing I've ever said in my entire life.
Okay.
Which of the female characters is your favorite?
That is an otaku question.
That's the most otaku question I've ever asked anyone.
そうですね。僕はでもやっぱりモナコ公国出身のフランス語を喋るリリってキャラクターが、
Is it like a character called Lily who speaks French?
彼女はやっぱり最近すごくお気に入りですね。
But he really likes her recently a lot.
Really?
What about you?
I like the Brazilian girl, Christy.
あ、クリスティ。
Yeah.
それこうやっぱりこうセクシーだからですか？
Yeah, and her capoeira is very, very good. That's the other
The
thing.
sexy and the capoeira.
Her
is
capoeira
very
is
good.
excellent, which I appreciate.
Is there anything you'd like people to know about the new Tekken, apart from the story mode, that they should look out for?
とにかくですね、鉄拳ストーリー知らなくても今回全部楽しめるようにしてるん
Oh,
ですよ。
so even if you don't know the story of Tekken, you can enjoy the game a lot. So you don't have to have experience in the other Tekken games to enjoy it.
そうです。今までのも分かるようになっているし、何にも知らなくてもとにかく映像を見ながら自分も参加できるみたいな。
So even if you know the story up until now, you'll have fun. But if you come in as a new player, you will enjoy the visuals that you're going to be seeing, and you will have a lot of fun.
Any new Tekken movies? Can you tell me something about a Tekken movie? Do we have a Tekken movie in the works? Tekken movie? Tekken movie? I remember the original one from the
Live
90s, but live animation?
Live animation?
What have you got? Tell me something.
Tekken Live movie is terrible. It sucks.
Wow.
You know.
Well, wow. Oh, well, that's a
い
downer.
やもうダメですねあれね。実はそのライブムービーの実写化権っていうのがあるんですよ。実写化権っていうのはそのライブムービーにする権利っていうのを、
The right to actually create a real life adaptation.
あれは90年代にナムコがハリウッドのある会社に
In the 90s, Namco gave away to
そう売ってたん
Hollywood.
ですね。でそれを最近我々が取り戻したので、
And they actually got that right back now.
Wow, really?
はいだから多分もう二度と変なライブムービーは
So you-
多分作られないと思います。
So you won't get to see another terrible real life adaptation. No, probably not. It's not going to happen again.
Oh. All right, can we... an awesome one? Do you have an awesome Tekken movie in the works?
いやネットフリックスのアニメの鉄拳はちょっ
Yes.
と面白いですね。
Oh,
Yes.
the
Yes.
Netflix adaptation
Ah,
of the
Zehi-minasan.
anime version
I
is
would
pretty
agree
good.
with
Check
that.
ネ
it
ット
out.
フリックスで見れるので見てください。
Yeah, everybody go watch Tekken on Netflix. Now, it's important. Finish this podcast, then do that. On that note, let's wrap this bad boy up.
right.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
okay.
Thank you,
much
thank
for
you, thank
coming
you
today.
so
This has been
much.
fantastic. Do you have anything else that you want the audience to know before we sign off?
いや大丈夫ですもう全部はいオールセットで。
All right,
Alright.
good. Everyone play Tekken 8.
Yes.
All right, please plug your social media.
僕は原田アンダースコア鉄拳でツイッターやってますの。あとはもう一個は、YouTube で原田ズバーっていうのやってるのでイングリッシュサブタイトルもあるんでぜひ見てください。
Harada underscore Tekken on the tweet and Harada's bar on the YouTube. English subtitles on that one. You watch after you watch Tekken on Netflix and after you played Tekken 8. It's very important. Then follow Ladybeard at Ladybeard underscore Japan and my group Babybeard at Babybeard underscore Japan. Then watch Japan Railway Journals and follow Cathy Cat at...
Cathy Cat _ TV.
And then don't forget to subscribe, do all the toroku to that's Japanese. Do all the subscribing and such to Cat with Beer from Japan and write us comments and leave us messages and things and we'll read them on the show. Thank you so much for coming in. It's been fantastic.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. We shall see you all next time on Cat with Beard. Goodbye.
Bye.